Hello, everyone. Crystal here with your September 10th, 2020 daily tarot reading. As always, we are looking into the overall energy of the day. I hope that you can hear me and see things clearly. And thank you for you all being, and I thank you for everyone being patient during this time of change for me, okay? But regardless, let's get into it. So for Thursday, September 10th, 2020, we have the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Wands. All right. So what I like first is this Knight of Cups. I definitely uh got this vibe of just this kind of savior energy almost with the Knight of Cups. It is that person who wears their heart on their sleeves, doesn't mind saying sorry, doesn't mind being generous or selfless in any situation. The problem with the Knight of Cups, though, is that this energy can be over the top when it comes to your emotions. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing. I think sometimes people get that misconstrued. Being over the top with your emotions can also be being too giving, being too caring. It can be just being too selfless to where you keep and always put yourself last, and then now you are at a place of kind of suffering because of that eventually long term. And it can be something as simple as a person walking into your life today. Someone can come in who is this Knight of Cups, possibly Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, doesn't have to be, but just really wants to help, genuinely wants to help. But the thing with the Knights, like we said, they still have a lot of growing to do. They still aren't 100% ready. They haven't learned that, hey, if you give all that you have, what are you going to have left for yourself? So the Knight still is going through this this place of learning how to really properly deal with the emotions. So just be cautious of that. Normally when the Knight of Cups is upright, though, it's pretty positive. And I'm not going to lie to you, it does have more of a be careful of giving too much, because yes, I'll do this. I know everybody knows a Pisces who just can't say no. And it's just like, yeah, I'll help you. Yeah, I'll come over and help you lift that couch and take all of this stuff everywhere. And yeah, you can use my car even though you're not on my insurance. And yeah, you can, it's just taking on all of these things when ultimately we learn to have balance in life, and we should. And thank you so much who said they love the readings. I appreciate that. And the Knight of Cups just isn't there. So very likable. I wouldn't deny this person, of course, but I would just kind of watch it, because you could put too much on your plate trying to help someone else. Now, you can work with this energy well by just showing love, showing selflessness, but finding the balance. What I like is that the Ten of Wands is here to kind of jump around a bit. And the Ten of Wands is holding all of these burdens, going to the store, helping grandma, calling my cousin Terry to give her a loan. It's just all this stuff that this person is carrying uphill. So it's like, the Knight of Cups is actually a better vibe. The Knight of Cups is like, why don't you just do something spiritual, artistic? You can still get things done. You can still accomplish what needs to be accomplished, but you're not supposed to do a whole bunch today. But as I find time and time again, when the Ten of Wands comes up, you say you won't do a lot, but you still end up doing a lot. So at the least, just try not to put too much on you. Don't make too many commitments. Do what you feel like with the Knight of Cups you want to do. Once again, what you feel like you want to do, not what you feel obligated to do. Sometimes that Knight of Cups can just feel like, I don't want to say no and hurt someone's feelings, but you better off doing that. And even if you see someone struggling and you are the type of person like, no, I've learned my healthy boundaries to say no, or I'm pretty balanced when it comes to not taking on too much. Well, then maybe you're the Knight of Cups coming in helping this person who just normally always has to do everything on their own and has a hard time asking for help. And I am getting a feeling that some people think that they have to do it all alone, and they really don't. They have a family member or a friend or a significant other who wants to help, but maybe you're just not asking for it. And this would be a good opportunity to where, if you are like, no, I am a single mother or a single father, or I'm just a person who just has to do everything on my own, well, then of course this is where you want to ask for, of course, spiritual help with the Knight of Cups. Ask your spirit guides, your ancestors, where however you pray, to come in and help you with whatever it is that you are trying to do. Now, the Eight of Cups. See, this is where you can get caught up. I've always been the type of person to help, or I've always been the type of person to do this, or I've always been the type of person to do that. The reason why I'm using emotions and feelings as an example is because we have a lot of cups today and wands. Wands are what we push, what we feel passionate about, and wands are how we feel. So this is not the most practical day. This is not the most logical day. This is a day of emotions and passions. What can that bring? Steam. You can come up with great creative ventures. But Rome wasn't built in a day. You have to start piece by piece, little by little. Don't try to do it all. Because if you do, you'll just get emotionally in a rut and get caught up in what you should have done by now that you don't, or the relationship you should have stayed in, or the place you never should have left. Like this Eight of Cups is the emotional baggage card, or faking happiness, staying in a position of faking happiness out of not wanting to leave a situation that you're actually not happy in, whether that's a job, past memories. The Eight of Cups can definitely be just being very nostalgic in a negative way, just constantly going over the past and what used to be. And the Knight of Cups is here saying, I'm giving you a fresh cup of water and a fresh perspective. I would also suggest everybody really, really beef up on their water intake on days like this, because when we have heavy water and steam, you can get dehydrated with energy like this. So, as a heads up, drink more water than you normally would. And I guess what I want to get at is that don't don't let the past hold you back when you have people out there who want to love you where you are right now, who want to be in a relationship with you, or who love you for the hardworking individual that you are. It's nothing that you have to prove or show or anything like that. When somebody really cares about you, they accept you for who you are and where you are. And yes, sometimes we have to leave people behind because where they are isn't healthy for us. Where they are triggers us or takes us back to the past. And in that case, then of course you have to move forward. But don't feel like you have to do move forward, everything today. Overall, I do get pretty good vibes if you keep this a more artistic, music, frequency, prayer, happy joke type of day. But if you try to think you're going to get everything done, you can get a lot done. But if you overexert yourself or get caught up in finances and money and things like that today, man, you can really find yourself having a hard time because it can become stressful. Okay. So who wants to think about what I used to have back in 2012, or what I used to have a big car and I used to have a Benz, and or I used to this and I used to that. Living in the past doesn't necessarily make the future any more progressive. So just keep that in mind. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.